Did you know that only 9% of plastic ever gets recycled? Or that the fashion industry is responsible for 10% of global carbon emissions? These shocking numbers reveal a troubling truth: many companies that claim to be green aren't truly sustainable at all. Instead of helping the planet, they often just give the illusion of being eco-friendly. This practice, known as greenwashing, is more common than you might think. In a world where sustainability is more important than ever, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. With so many products labeled as eco-friendly, how can you tell what's real? This video will guide you through the murky waters of sustainability. We'll uncover hidden costs, explore the circular economy, and show you why buying local can make a real difference. Are you ready to dive deeper? Let's expose the truth behind the green facade and empower you with the knowledge to make better choices for the planet. Chapter 1: Greenwashing, the eco-illusion. You've probably seen the terms eco-friendly or sustainable plastered on everything from shampoo bottles to clothing tags. But how many of those products are truly sustainable? That's where greenwashing comes in. It's a marketing tactic where companies claim to be environmentally responsible but don't back it up with real actions. According to a 2021 study by the European Commission, 42% of green claims made by companies were exaggerated, false, or deceptive. Here's a startling fact: while your favorite brand might boast about using sustainable packaging, the product itself may be made through processes that harm the environment. Many green companies rely on buzzwords to sell products, but these labels can be intentionally vague. For example, a company might say their product is natural, but that doesn't mean it's eco-friendly. They could be using raw materials in ways that are harmful, like over-harvesting or using non-renewable resources. Strategy number 1: look beyond the label. Don't trust surface-level claims. Look for certifications from third parties, like Fair Trade, B Corp, or USDA Organic, which require companies to meet strict standards. According to the Harvard Business Review, third-party certifications help consumers sift through false claims. Strategy number 2: research the supply chain. If a company claims to be green, check how they source their materials. Do they pay fair wages? Are they reducing emissions in production? Sometimes, products labeled as sustainable still rely on cheap labor or long-distance shipping, both of which contribute to pollution. As the author Kate Raworth writes in Donut Economics, we need to move beyond the endless pursuit of profit under the guise of sustainability. True sustainability requires more than just slapping a label on something. It demands transparency. Chapter 2: The hidden cost of eco-friendly products. On the surface, many eco-friendly products seem like the obvious choice. But not all is as it seems. Take, for instance, that bamboo toothbrush in your bathroom. Sure, it's a better option than plastic, but did you know that bamboo products often require long shipping routes, contributing significantly to their carbon footprint? Here's another example: biodegradable plastics. They sound like the perfect solution, right? But these products often require specific conditions to decompose. Many of them end up in landfills, where they don't break down properly and release methane, a potent greenhouse gas. According to a report by UNEP, over 91% of plastic isn't recycled, regardless of how biodegradable it claims to be. Strategy number 3: evaluate the full life cycle. Before buying any green product, think about the entire life cycle of that product, from sourcing to disposal. Is it made with renewable resources? Does it require special conditions to degrade? Just because a product can be recycled doesn't mean it will be, especially if there's no infrastructure for it. Strategy number 4: support local production. Often, the most eco-friendly option is to buy locally made products. Local goods travel shorter distances, which means less fuel burned and fewer emissions. Plus, smaller businesses are often more transparent about their practices because they have closer connections to their community. As sustainable activist Paul Hawken states in The Ecology of Commerce, sustainability is about more than just the materials we use, it's about the systems that support them. Chapter 3: Supply Chain Shadows. The dark side of sustainability. Most consumers don't think much about how their products get to them. But the truth is, supply chains play a huge role in a company's sustainability footprint. According to a study by CDP, an environmental nonprofit, 80% of the carbon emissions from many companies are embedded in their supply chains. Take the fashion industry, for example. A shirt made from organic cotton sounds sustainable, but if it's produced in factories that burn coal and then shipped across the globe, its carbon footprint may still be massive. The same goes for electronics and even food. A single banana can travel thousands of miles before reaching your grocery store. Strategy number 5. Favor companies with transparent supply chains. Some companies, like Patagonia or Allbirds, provide detailed information about where their products are made, how their workers are treated, and what environmental impact they're having. Brands that are truly committed to sustainability will be open about their supply chain, from raw materials to final product. Strategy number 6. Prioritize low-impact shipping. When shopping online, look for options that reduce the shipping footprint. Choose companies that offer carbon-neutral shipping or use electric vehicles in their delivery fleets. You can also minimize the impact by consolidating your orders into fewer shipments. As the sustainability author John Elkington said, "We are entering the age of transparency, where greenwashing will no longer be tolerated." Companies that hide behind opaque supply chains will struggle as consumers become more aware and demand real change. If you're enjoying this content, make sure to subscribe for more insights on sustainable living. We'll continue exploring how to make choices that truly benefit the planet. Chapter 4. Beyond recycling. The circular economy movement. Recycling has been hailed as the go-to solution for sustainability, but is it enough? In reality, recycling often falls short. For example, only 9% of plastic waste ever gets recycled globally, according to a 2018 report by the World Economic Forum. The reason? Not all materials can be recycled indefinitely, and the process itself can be energy-intensive. This is where the concept of the circular economy comes into play. Instead of the traditional take-make-waste model, the circular economy focuses on designing products to be reused, repaired, or remanufactured. Strategy number 7. Choose durable, repairable products. Instead of buying items that wear out quickly, invest in products built to last. This reduces the need for constant replacement and waste. For example, companies like Fairphone are creating modular smartphones where you can replace parts rather than buying a whole new device. The key is durability over disposability. Strategy number 8. Support companies that embrace the circular economy. Brands like IKEA are now offering furniture take-back programs, where they'll repair or recycle old pieces rather than sending them to the landfill. Patagonia's Worn Wear program encourages customers to send in old gear for repair, giving it a second life. These businesses are pioneers in the circular economy movement. As author Ellen MacArthur, a leading advocate for the circular economy, writes, "A circular economy redesigns, reuses, and regenerates materials in a way that eliminates waste. It's about changing the entire system, not just the product." Chapter 5. Energy vampires. The dirty secret behind clean energy. When people talk about clean energy, they often think of solar panels or wind turbines. But here's the catch: even renewable energy technologies have environmental costs. For instance, lithium mining, which is essential for making batteries, has devastating impacts on local water supplies and ecosystems. A report by Friends of the Earth highlights that lithium extraction in regions like Chile and Bolivia is depleting freshwater sources for local communities. Strategy number 9. Opt for energy efficiency over just renewable energy. While switching to clean energy is important, reducing your overall energy consumption is even better. For example, installing energy-efficient appliances or using LED lighting can cut energy use by up to 75%, according to the U.S. Department of Energy. Strategy number 10. Support sustainable mining practices. If you're buying products with batteries, like electric cars or electronics, research brands that are working to source materials responsibly. Tesla and BMW, for example, are investing in more ethical supply chains to reduce the impact of their battery production. Strategy number 11. Invest in local renewable energy. Supporting community-based renewable energy projects can often be more sustainable than large-scale operations that have high resource demands. Check if your area has solar co-ops or wind farms you can invest in directly. As energy expert Richard Heinberg points out in The End of Growth, we need to recognize the limits of renewable energy and build systems that use less energy overall. This means focusing on efficiency, not just renewables. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to subscribe. Join us on this journey toward a more sustainable lifestyle and be part of the change.